Welcome back. Today we are in Proverbs chapter 4, verse 26. 26 says, "He who gives the right answer kisses the lips." So basically, if think of like a couple and just when they kiss, it's just a kiss is a special thing between a couple. It's a form of intimacy. It's a form of trust. And if you can give a right answer, if you're trustworthy, then yeah, you get the kiss on the lips. And when a husband or a wife goes to kiss their spouse on the lips, and then the spouse turns away, there's trouble brewing. That's a definite sign that there's something going on that you need to address. But if you're righteous and everything's on the table and everything's good, get the kiss on the lips. Verse 27 says, "Prepare your outside work, make it a fit for yourself in the field, and afterward build your house." So get your work done. Prepare yourself to work, do the work, then you can kind of build your house afterwards. If you can kind of make your home. Verse 28 says, "Do not be witness against your neighbor without cause, for would you deceive with your lips?" It means witness without. Don't be accusing. Don't accuse him of doing anything without real cause. Even if you suspect that your neighbor, let's say, stole your lawnmower, because all of a sudden your lawnmower is gone and he's mowing his lawn with one that looks suspiciously like yours, don't accuse him until you can prove it. Because if you're right and he gives you your lawnmower back, you're not going to like him very much. He's not going to like you. If you're wrong and you accuse him of the lawnmower, you're not going to get your lawnmower back because it's not yours, and he's not going to like you anymore. And so in the case that you're wrong and somebody else stole your lawnmower, or your wife put it someplace else, then don't go ahead, don't accuse him of something unless you're sure he did it. And then verse 29 says, "Do not say, 'I will do to him just as he done to me. I will render the man according to his work.'" God doesn't want you to repay him. God doesn't want you to take vengeance. God claims vengeance as his own. It's in Romans 12, and I think it's in the Old Testament somewhere too, where he says, "Vengeance is mine." And so if you take vengeance, if someone wrongs you and you wrong them back to get them back for it, because that's a very natural thing to do, you're like, it's only fair. God doesn't like that. God says it's stealing, right? If he says, "Vengeance is mine," and you go and you take vengeance, you're stealing from the Lord, and you shouldn't steal from the Lord. That's not a good idea. Verse 30 says, "I went by the field of the lazy man, and by the vineyard of the man devoid of understanding. And there it was, all overgrown with thorns. Its surface was covered with nettles. Its stone walls were broken down. When I looked and I saw it, I considered it well. I looked on it and received instruction. A little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to rest. So shall your poverty come like a prowler, and your need like an armed man." And this is saying, I went by the field of the lazy man. I kind of saw it was overgrown. The walls were broken down. Everything was in disrepair. And I found the guy sleeping. And this is the same way. If you're lazy, everything's just going to fall apart, and then someone else is just going to come take your stuff. And that's how it is. Destruction is coming. Don't be lazy. Work hard. Do the right thing, and everything will be well. And so the idea is it's hard for us to want to work hard, because I don't know about girls, but in guys, we just that's our desire, is to be lazy. We'd rather just lounge around and watch TV all day long, or play video games. And the draw of video games, in case you didn't know, is we, even though we like to be lazy, if we just lay around and watch TV all day, we'll start to feel bad that we never accomplished anything. That's just the way guys are. Is even though we want to be lazy, we still need that sense of accomplishment, that we did something worthwhile today. So what video games do is they kind of give us the best of both worlds. We can sit around and be lazy just like we want, but we can win the game, or defeat the enemy, or do something in the game that still fills that sense of accomplishment without actually us accomplishing anything. Like, well, I beat the game, or I got so many levels up, or I did this campaign and finished it. And so while I'm not saying video games are evil, I'm just saying look out, because they aim to take the place of actual work in our lives. So think about that before you pick up that controller. God bless you and have a nice day. See you next time.